Halloween, everybody. It's time for new episodes of Dare to Scare. This is the YouTube show where I play spooky video games, because spooky video games don't really scare me very easily. We'll get to the presentation shortly, but I want to explain we're changing the format a little bit this year, or I'm changing the format. I don't really have like a team or anything. Rather than put out, I think it was like 5 or 6 videos last year, we're only going to do 3 videos this year. We're going to do one old game, we're going to do one indie game, and then we're going to do like one big budget, AAA release. Your Resident Evils, your Alien Isolations, something big. This is going to be our old game for this year, even though it's technically also like an indie game, because this is a mod for Half-Life called They Hunger. We're going to get into the game here. We're going to go to easy mode. This originally came out in like 2000, 2001. And it's kind of a special case, really. Here, I'll explain in a minute.
You're listening to BMRF Radio. We interrupt this program to bring you a special news report. Unknown atmospheric phenomena have been reported throughout the area. Meteorologists have been unable to identify the source of the strange electrical displays, but we will keep you informed of any developments. We're turning out our regular programming.
What does BMRF stand for? RF probably stands for radio frequency. Anyway, this is a mod developed by a man named Neil Mankey. I hope I'm saying his last name properly. It's spelled M-A-N-K-E, so it might be, it might be foreign. I might be saying it incorrectly. The interesting thing about They Hunger here is that it's not just a mod. You might have noticed it said PC Gamer Presents. This was actually distributed episodically on a magazine cover disc. It was sponsored by PC Gamer. Neil Mankey was, he'd been kind of known in the mod scene. He'd done some other mods in the past, like, I think one was like the USS Dark Star, maybe, which was kind of like a science fiction mod, also in the Half-Life engine, if I remember properly. But this one was sponsored by PC Gamer. Instead of downloading this to your hard drive, you got this on a cover disc, which was a CD-ROM literally attached to the front of a magazine. And, like I said, it was episodic. So, episode 1 would come on a disc, and then there'd be a few months, and then you get episode 2, and there'd be a few months, and you get episode 3. All for free. I mean, free in the sense that you had to pay for the magazine to get them. And, this was available, just as a normal download. But it really was, like you'll see right there, PC Gamer Railroad, this was a sponsored mod. Thinking about it now a little bit more, I don't think it was always sponsored, though. I think, like, episode 1 came out, and PC Gamer distributed it on their cover disc, and then they might have sponsored episodes 2 and 3? I don't know. Anyway, we're about to start playing the game here. When our lovely 1920s luxury car gets struck by lightning. You might have noticed that the radio DJ said there was some very weird weather phenomenon. So whether or not, that was an accident or not, remains to be seen. So here we are, caught in a rainstorm, and our first puzzle is to get out of this little pond here. And, everything's a little bit too high. We can't really jump out of the water or climb anywhere or anything. And even if we could, like, there's nowhere for us to go. It's just really high walls. So we have to dive down here under the water, find, like, this little aqueduct, and then come up through here. You may notice it continually says They Hunger there down at the bottom of the screen. I'm not entirely sure if that's something to do with the engine I'm playing this through. I don't know if it's something to do with, you know, updates and fan-made patches for this, because, you know, Valve has updated the Half-Life engine multiple times over the years, and fans have kind of, you know, updated They Hunger to match whatever features Valve breaks in various updates. So I don't remember if the original version of They Hunger had that text down there at the bottom. You'll notice that this door here is locked. There's a padlock on here. I probably played They Hunger for the first time around 2004 or 2005. And I don't know if I'd necessarily say... Oh, there's a skeleton in there. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. I don't know if I'd necessarily say that this is a scary game from what I remember. But it's a very moody game. It's a very... It's Halloween spooky. It feels appropriate for the season. I actually did a test recording of this that I threw away on easy mode because it was a little too easy. But at the same time, this is the kind of game where you sort of want to play it on easy. Because later on, it gets to be incredibly difficult. Like, insanely difficult. But for the purposes of what we'll see here today, normal mode will be fine. Because the other thing is, this is also a very long series. This is at least as long as Half-Life 1. Maybe even twice as long. It is long. It's, you know, it's a full 6-7 hour sort of release. It's sizable. And actually, something that has been kind of lost to the annals of time. At one point, this was so popular that Neil Mankey and his development... It's weird. Nothing's up here. But Neil Mankey and his development team, or development studio, I think it's Black Widow Games or Black Widow Software or something like that, they were going to remake They Hunger for the Source engine. And then that kind of petered out and it never happened, which is a bummer, you know? This is a really good mod if you're into Half-Life mods. Like, this is one of the good ones. This is one of the greats. Because it's just the atmosphere. Like, even now, even today, like, this is good spooky atmosphere. May your crossing be blessed with eternal rest. Now, wonder what happened to this guy. But yeah, we're starting out a little light for Dare to Scare this year. More of a mood piece. Like, that scene right there. You know, a skull falls out of this pile of skulls, and you hear the wolf cry in the distance. Like, that is so, like, quintessential perfect Halloween. I love it. But we're starting out a little bit light. Nothing that I would say is genuinely scary. Though, you know, maybe, I don't know. Maybe this gets scary. It's been a good 15 years since the last time I played this. 15, 16 years, something like that. But just a little bit of a mood piece, a tone setter, let's say. And that's not to say that this doesn't...
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Several reports of strange happenings in the local countryside have been received here at the radio station. Sheriff Chester Rockwood insists that such reports are just hearsay and rumors, likely spread out by his rivals in an attempt to undermine his positions in the upcoming elections. Rumors or not, some of these reports are very disturbing, and until they can be dismissed, we are advising people to be cautious and stay indoors. We now return you to our previous broadcast.
How you doing, buddy?
No! 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 Get it off me! Get it off! Get it off!
Oh, I think I was saying at one point that... That's weird. That I did a test recording for this. There's dead bodies in here. I did a test recording for this on easy mode. And it was just too easy. Oh my gosh, yeah. No, I already talked about that. What am I doing? It's been a long day. I probably shouldn't be recording this. Oh, well. I kind of messed up the order of that. That's kind of a fun scene. This zombie rises out of this coffin, and he slashes down the holy picture. But we're supposed to go up here, where the man was screaming. Oh, there's actually more creatures up here. Those were obviously just head crabs, but they have like faces painted on them now they're sort of like living skulls, which is pretty fun. We can ring the bell if we want, which is pretty nice. It's very loud. But yeah, when I first played this back in 2004, like, this was, like, genuinely spooky. Like, the mood here is so strong that, like, it really did creep me out back then. And some of that might also, like, the reason why it's not super creepy now, because I have the brightness cranked up with these, like, with the mood lighting I have here in my room. It's actually kind of hard to see what I'm doing. Oh, I shouldn't waste ammo. Oh, okay. Yeah, he did a lot of damage. Okay, well, we definitely can't fight these zombies, so I'm just gonna run for it. And get, like, totally lost. So, you know, when I said this isn't spooky, you know, maybe it is a little spooky. I think he stays in there. He better, because we don't have the health to really deal with him right now. Who designs doors like that? I mean, come on. Oh, these guys hit for a lot. You can kind of see the face right there. I'm gonna die. Like, I should actually... I should save my game. There's probably, like, a, quick save hotkey, to be perfectly honest. Okay, it is F6. I'm gonna avoid you. Come back down through these catacombs again. Okay, well, how about we just run for it, huh? Yes? Oh, no. Okay. Health? Yes, run. Uh-oh. Getting cornered. And we're almost out of ammo. So when I said this wasn't scary, I think there's like a certain kind of scary that this is. As long as you play it on medium. Now, I am playing this through a special variant of the Half-Life engine called Zash 3D. That might be why you notice all the textures look so pixelated. That's something you can do in Valve's version. of the Half-Life engine, but Zash 3D is sort of kind of like a Half-Life source port, if you want to call it that. Which means that it has like enhanced support for better lighting, more compatibility options for mods and things like that. It's all around a better way to play Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 1 related content. And people don't really know where Zash 3D came from. Because Valve never released the source code for Half-Life 1. So this just kind of materialized out of thin air one day, and now there's like, there's a port of Half-Life to Android platforms thanks to Zash 3D. This zombie is headless. And I think it's implied that that's the missing head that came from the zombie over here. Whoa, where'd you come from? But nobody knows where Zash 3D came from, which is the weird thing. It's thought that maybe it's a little shady. Like I said, people think maybe it came from the source code leak, the Half-Life 2 source code leak from 2003. Because, a bunch of other things besides Half-Life 2 leaked back then. So it's thought that, maybe the Half-Life 1 source code, But Valve doesn't seem to care that much about Zash 3D, so it's probably fine. Now, here's something where I got stuck during my test recording. I ran around in circles around here, because it's not obvious where you're supposed to go. I think there might be more health around here somewhere. We're not going to bother with that. This is your only clue, is this little tiny crack in this grate that is basically invisible, right? It says, oh, surface access. What even killed me? Do-over, I guess. Okay, now we're back where we were. I think... I don't know what happened. It's very weird. Let's quick save and try and find out. Yeah, I have no idea what exploded on me. But this elevator, broken, I think when this closes, it actually says, yeah, elevator out of order. But I don't know why that killed me last time, but it did. This intake doesn't work. You can actually, get up here if you're clever. There's like a room up there, but there's nothing in there. Your only clue is this. Look how many times you have to hit this to get it open. Old video games. And this is as far as I've played. So, maybe not scary, but appropriately spooky. I can appreciate this. Oh, something I wanted to demonstrate, actually. Just scratching my arms. For whatever reason, sort of like Counter-Strike, you can right-click and take the silencer on and off of your pistol. It's weird. Y'all remember Half-Life? save. Can I do this? Jump! Can I destroy that? No? Well, then how do I get the goodies? Maybe I come back later.
Why do we hunger?
All monster closets.
Come to mommy.
No. No. It's called they hunger, not we hunger. Get it right, guys. Come on. It's like you're brainless or something. I love these like lazy reload animations too. Got awfully quiet all of a sudden. Dracula. Hey. Trying to admire modern art here. Can I?
Oh, thank God you're normal. Do you know what those things outside are? Wait, I think I hear a vehicle coming. Thank God, we're being rescued.
I think he was supposed to die during that. What was that? Get off me! Okay.
Come to mommy.
Well, don't let me interrupt you. Just keep doing what you're doing.
This is Space coming Unit 2, over.
Yes.
This is Space coming Unit 2, over. Unit 2, what's it, 20, over?
Can I have that?
Guys, you were supposed to bring me some burgers 2 hours ago.
Can I get that health kit, please?
Guys?
Please? Health kit? Health kit, please. Well, you know what? Screw it. Oh, that's not good. That's also not good. Aha! There is no better weapon to have against zombies than a good shotgun. Now, you see, I'm pretty sure that's on purpose. I heard once, like many years ago, that one of the scariest sounds for a human is the sound of glass breaking. So I'm pretty sure he just, like, hid breakable glass panels all over the place so that you'll just step on them at random and it'll scare the crap out of you. Oh, finally, a police officer. Oh no! So, the appearance of that police officer is actually a little worrying. I didn't think we were going to get here. But this is where the hunger starts getting really difficult.
Is hungry.
Because, you know, as a general rule of thumb, don't give zombies guns, ever. Nobody wants to fight zombies that have guns. Oh, there's stuff up there. How do we get up there, I wonder? Well, not by touching a hot stove, I'll tell you that for free. There is ammo up there. Hello. Oh, hang on. Ooh. I'm sitting kind of weird. Starting to make my butt hurt. Hopefully I'm still centered now that I've adjusted. We are very quickly running out of shotgun ammo. Let's go back to the pistol, because we have tons of pistol ammo.
Hello?
Hello? Hi! Up.
I refuse to go another step.
Well... enjoy! Devil's Rift, eh?
You must try to contact the authorities. All the phones are down and the roads are cut off. But there's a radio station in town. If you can find your way there, maybe you could radio for help. Please, they'll all turn into... Come to mom.
Man, I haven't seen this far into They Hunger in a long time. What is that? Is that a helicopter? Okay, okay. Nope, 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 nope. Do not, don't want, don't like. Why is that zombie man invincible? Why am I almost dead? I'm definitely not saving, I'm gonna tell you that. Can't fire this gun underwater. I literally don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Swimming? Swimming. Swimming. Is that it? Let's see if I can do that from all the way out here. Hey, check me out. I've played a video game or two. You know, this really moves. Like, there's a pace to this that's really nice. Oh, earthquake. when the camera vibrates. Well, I'm sure that wasn't important, whatever happened. Oh, you know, just a volcano. This got weird. Like, I remember this getting weird, but even by my standards, I feel like this got pretty weird. Like, there's a whole plot in the rest of this mod about, like, where the zombies came from, about, like, this mad scientist. But, man, I do not remember Zombie Volcano. I cannot see where I'm going. This way, I guess? Oh, we're going up. Like, when you think about, like, the concept that maybe this game would have had a Source Engine remake, how do you remake this game? Right? Because, like, this is kind of wacky pants, you know? Where is he? Like, this is silly. It's a good kind of silly, but I seem to remember that the They Hunger HD remake on the Source Engine looked like it was trying to be serious. And this is like, you know, this is B-movie horror, really. We'll put that in our back pocket. Stop giving zombies guns. That's number one rule of thumb. Don't give zombies guns. Please. And you'll notice, like, the little spark right there, it's because I hit his helmet. You can't just headshot these guys. Pardon me. Okay, well, that's just a regular Half-Life monster. And a dead end. Uh-oh. That probably picked up on the microphone. I think my phone just went ding. Gentlemen, please. Ooh. Oh, why are you giving me a gun that I cannot use in the environment you gave it to me? This is why earlier I said I was going to play this on easy mode. So then where is this stupid Tommy gun? It's like down here? Haha! now. Do I sit? Where'd you come from? Now, I think he's stuck, so in theory... give me an opportunity to come over here. Look at all these zombie cops. So is this before? This is before I got the Tommy gun. I'm not leaving without this gun. Get away from me, you big tadpole. Thank you. Yeah? How about that? This is gonna be a mistake. Jump scare. I'm out. Why? Where did my sniper ammo go? Okay, so I just figured out that I had a massive recording error. Most of the footage from this session got recorded, but a little bit of the very end did not. And that's largely because, here, hang on, I gotta move my keyboard a little bit. My hotkey to record in OBS is Control Q. And if you know Half-Life, then the crouch is normally, well, like this is for me, maybe this isn't normal. Crouch is control. Q is to switch weapons from the crowbar to your last used gun. Right? So there was probably a good 15-minute stretch here where I went through this whole really cool sequence on a train, this train right here. And you know, I got to drive the train, right? I got to drive the train. There was a whole sequence with a dam. It was like very reminiscent of like Half-Life 2, you know, Highway 17, where, you know, you drive a little bit, you get out of the train, when you get out of the buggy in the case of Half-Life 2, you do like a little bit of puzzle solving, a little bit of action, you get back in the vehicle and you keep going. None of that recorded. None of it. But needless to say, I think we're about at the end of They Hunger here. For people watching the edited version that goes up on YouTube, you're not really probably going to notice any like difference or anything else because, you know, I tend to cut quite a lot out of these games or out of these videos. But if you're on Patreon, if you're paying for the uncut versions of these videos, then you will absolutely notice that there was a big cut just now. I guess I'll play just a little bit longer to talk about as we wrap things up. They Hunger is not a scary game, but it also does not need to be a scary game. It is very much a spooky game, which, you know, depending on what you're looking for is, you know, maybe better. Which, you know, I'm having fun for the most part. Maybe not necessarily that part in the lake, you know, where the footage ended with the ichthyosaurs. That was pretty, like, genuinely, legitimately frustrating. The cops, the zombies with guns, not really much of a fan of those guys either. And that was part of, like, what ended up getting cut out. That whole sequence there at the end, where I had to get out of the train, there was, like, 7 or 8 zombie cops in here. All across the rooftops of that place over here. There was one in that window. There was like 2 or 3 up there. There was one over here. There was 2 up here. Like, you can't even see this. But there was 2 zombie cops up here that I had to take out. So, you know, that kind of sucks. Don't give zombies guns, please. But in general, like, the mood of this still holds up. It's nice and spooky. It's nice and weird. I know it gets weirder later on. Like, the volcano was genuinely, like, dumb, but in kind of a good way. And it actually gets dumber, if you can believe it. So, you know, if you own the original Half-Life, and at this point, I don't know who wouldn't, because, you know, it's probably, you can get that game for a song. Valve's probably literally giving it away at this point for free. It wouldn't surprise me. Well, that's just great. There was a skull in there. But it's definitely still worth checking out They Hunger, you know? As long as you're okay with, like, classic and retro sorts of games. I mean, you know, this is still like Half-Life. It's not like, it's not a modern thing, but if that's what if you're in the mood for, I'd still say this holds up. Maybe, like, just by the virtue that it's not really that different from Half-Life. It's just a spooky version of Half-Life. And that's pretty good. You know, I enjoy that. I think that's nice. So I think that's going to do it for us for Dare to Scare. Next video, we'll be looking at an indie game. I don't know what indie game yet, because I kind of want to get something fresh and recent and new, like as new as humanly possible. So I'm going to be trawling like itch.io, I'm going to be looking maybe a little bit of Game Jolt. We'll find out when we get there, but that'll probably be in a week, week and a half maybe. And I will see you then. As I said earlier, if you want to watch uncut versions of these videos, see all the deaths I suffer through and everything else, all the frustration, every time I'm like an idiot and I cut it out of the video, you can find that on my Patreon. Patreon.com/BlazeHedgehog. You can also subscribe. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're coming up on 25,000 subscribers here soon. I don't know if I'm going to do anything special for 25,000 subscribers, to be honest. I don't really have any ideas. If you have any ideas on what I could do, like for a special subscriber milestone episode, let me know. But I'll see you guys in the next video, and have a happy Halloween.